Hello everyone, this is Chinmay and in this video मैं एक आई थिंक 46 मिनट का वीडियो रिकॉर्ड करने जा रहा हूँ जहाँ पे आई विल बी टीचिंग यू हाउ यू कैन सेव अ JSON data blob in your SQL table. I wanted to do this because I'm using this thing in my like project, so I thought कि I can share this with you. So basically इस वीडियो का whole motive यह है कि how you can save a JSON data shape in your SQL table using Springboot, Webflux, reactive programming, Kotlin, or Java. Okay, so we'll be going to write a complete database connection or controller services, repository, entities, model. So basically you can consider this as a complete REST API tutorial. Okay, so in this video we are going to write a complete REST API including databases. और database जो use हो रहा है that is running on as a Docker instance and it is PostgreSQL. So okay, let's jump into the video and write some code. Hey everyone, this is Chinmay back again in this video. I don't know, like one video, अगर हो सकता है वीडियो ज़्यादा बड़ा हुआ in terms of length, then इसके दो पार्ट भी हो सकते हैं. Otherwise I will try to finish it in just one video. So today what I'm going to do, I'm just going to show you that how you can use or like how you can save a JSON blob in your database, in your PostgreSQL database using Springboot, Webflux, reactive programming, having a Webflux HTTP server with Kotlin or Java. Okay, so basically database में JSON blob save करना थोड़ा सा ट्रिकी पार्ट है. इट्स नॉट दैट इजी एंड समटाइम डिपेंडिंग ऑन द केस हमको ज़रूरत पड़ जाती है टू सेव JSON blob इन अ डेटाबेस. सो इसका अगर आप ऑनलाइन ट्यूटोरियल सर्च करोगे ऑन यूट्यूब तो उतना फ्रीक्वेंटली यू वॉन्ट बी एबल टू फाइंड इट. सो आई डिसाइडेड टू मेक वन. So अगर पॉसिबल हुआ सो इन जस्ट वन वीडियो, अदरवाइज मोस्टली इन टू वीडियोज we will be finishing this project. So I'm just going to write simple like random REST API or maybe this can be a small piece of code for my big project. So but with this piece of code I can show you how you can save a JSON blob in your PostgreSQL database in a SQL table. Okay, so let's start. I have created a Kotlin Gradle project. This is like Springboot Webflux project, and this is the very fresh installation of Kotlin Gradle project, having the only this HTTP dependency, which is starter Webflux. Okay, so as of now I don't have any folder file, so let's start and create folders one by one, and then we will be writing code to build a HTTP Webflux server where we can try to save a JSON blob data. Okay, so first of all let's create a config folder. Okay, so तो जो folder structure मैं use करूँगा throughout the project, वो folder structure usually same रहता है in all of my projects. और कोई भी अगर आप Kotlin Springboot project बनाओगे तो this should be same. ठीक है, we should be having a controller package, then controller service, then entities, in my case entities, and then we have models, and then we have repository where जहाँ पे where we'll be saving our interfaces. Repository, अभी के लिए I think इतना बहुत है. So let's start writing configuration. First we'll be writing database configuration as usual, database config, and then we'll be writing a reactive database configuration, which is important in this particular case because we are trying to do some a conversion or serialization or deserialization. So उसके लिए ये part ज़रूरी है. Okay, so first let's write database configuration. Okay, सो उससे पहले दे आर फ्यू डिपेंडेंसीज जो कि हमको इंस्टॉल करनी पड़ेगी, एंड एज यूजुअल डिपेंडेंसीज में एज इज कॉपी कर रहा हूँ. आई डोंट थिंक देयर इज़ एनी पॉइंट टू राइट डिपेंडेंसीज बाय माई सेल्फ, क्योंकि वो वैसे भी अगर आप इंटरनेट से भी इंस्टॉल करते हो तो उससे कॉपी पेस्ट ही होता है. तो आई एम कॉपी पेस्टिंग डिपेंडेंसीज. ठीक है, तो here is the dependencies. Just rebuild your project and try to write dbconfig. ठीक है, so because this is a configuration file, so you have to annotate it with configuration. So Springboot को ये समझ में आ सके कि ठीक है ये फाइल एक configuration फाइल है. Create first bean and we have to have an object mapper here. उसका रीज़न ये है कि we have to do some mapping. ठीक है, object mapper dot register module Kotlin module. Okay, we'll be doing like object mapper dot apply, then register module Kotlin module, but not this way, builder dot build, and then register module, not Java, Java time module. Then we are trying to configure date and time serialization. ठीक है, so disable serialization feature, the write dates as timestamps. Yes, अगर ये नहीं करेंगे तो जब आप एक नया रिकॉर्ड बनाओगे डेटाबेस में तो जो आपके टाइम स्टैम्प्स निकल के आएंगे वो एक एरे की फॉर्म में होंगे. ठीक है, और एरे की फॉर्म में इस तरह से होंगे कि लाइक दे विल बी एन एरे ऑफ अपडेटेड और क्रिएटेड डेट्स का अ नंबर ऑफ एरे ऑफ नंबर्स, नॉट अ प्रॉपर टाइम स्टैम्प. अगर ये पार्ट नहीं किया तो एनीवेज लेट्स क्रिएट अनदर बीन, नॉट बेयर बट बीन. ठीक है, ये फंक्शन बेसिकली है आर टू dbc कस्टम कन्वर्जन्स. ठीक है, तो कुछ कस्टम कन्वर्जन हमको करने हैं और वो कस्टम कन्वर्जन बेसिकली वही है जो कि हमको अपने लाइक हाउ वी कैन सेव अ डेटा JSON डेटा ब्लॉब इन SQL टेबल. ठीक है, रिटर्न आर टू db कस्टम कन्वर्जन्स ऑफ Postgreql dialect dot instance list of, यहाँ पे हमको दो कस्टम कन्वर्जन लगाने, तो ये हमको मेथड बनाने हैं अभी. ठीक है, तो वी विल बी राइटिंग दोज मेथड्स फॉर इन लाइक while contact information write converter. ठीक है, pass the object mapper here and again we have to do contact information read converter object mapper. ठीक है, एक राइट का कन्वर्टर है, एक रीड का कन्वर्टर है, डेटाबेस में राइट करने के लिए और डेटाबेस से रीड करने के लिए. फाइन, नाउ लेट्स राइट these messages, these methods here. So एक होगा राइटिंग का कन्वर्टर. ठीक है, so contact information not read, write converter, private well object mapper. Of course we take a converter and then contact information io.rdbc.postgresql.codec.json. I mean, okay, that's how it will work. ये कॉन्टैक्ट इन्फॉर्मेशन हमको अपने मॉडल फोल्डर में एक डेटा क्लास बनानी है जो कि अभी तक एग्जिस्ट नहीं करती. सो विल बी डूइंग दैट. Here create an overriding function convert, because we are implementing convert interface. So source, that source should be contact information. Source should be contact information ठीक है, R2DBC Postgreql codec JSON. Now return io.r2dbc.postgreql JSON apply actually codec JSON of object mapper dot write value as string and pass the source. Write value as string source. Yeah, ठीक है. पहले काम करते हैं, कॉन्टैक्ट इन्फॉर्मेशन बना देते हैं, बिकॉज अदरवाइज ये एरर ऐसे ही रहेगा. तो इन मॉडल फोल्डर क्रिएट a डेटा क्लास called contact information. ठीक है, तो जो contact information क्लास होगी that should be like that should be well email string well phone string well website string and another variable emergency contact. It should be string and it should be optional as well. This should be optional as well. For your contact information, let's go back to the file and just import it. Okay. Now I think we have an error. Error क्यों है? That is one type argument expected to converter is we are having a private value object mapper, then we are implementing converter. Can we do it like to better readability? Converter contact information IRBC Postgreql. What is the issue? Convert source contact information RTDB. What is the issue? Convert override nothing. Wait, I will solving that. Contact information read converter private well object mapper, and then it also implement to this io.r2db.postgreql. Of course, codec should be JSON. Of course, contact information. Yeah. There should not be any error here. Override function takes in a source and contact information and then try to return object mapper dot read value from the source, of course, as a string definitely. Then contact information dot class dot java and this check for read value. If we did something problem here, object mapper return object mapper apply what is the error? Contact information. Let's wait. If I do this do this. Wait a second. If I try to copy my previous working code, now it's working. Why? Wait. No. Let's write reading and converter by ourselves. Contact information reading object mapper, of course. It should be I think my import was wrong. Okay. Yeah, now it's working. Maybe I was doing the wrong import basically, or maybe I'm not even importing. Or dot spring framework dot core dot convert dot converter dot converter. Maybe, yeah. Definitely, the conversion was I was importing a wrong one. Yeah, done. So basically this is what we have in our db config class. So please be careful about the import. It should be spring framework dot core dot convert dot converter dot converter. Anyways, we have another configuration file, configuration being then function. We are having before convert callback jacked, and I think it should be here. Convert callback, font size, of course, before convert callback, and it should be magical institution, magical institution, and this, and then we return before convert callback this, and tt if and if entity. I should not use the auto completion most of the time. It's like it is very much confusing. Entity institution id. Basically मैं दोबारा बताता हूँ क्यों कर रहे हैं. This is basically we just we want to save or we want to create a unique ID or UUID at the time of saving, not before saving. Institution ID, UUID or random UUID, else just entity. ठीक है, before convert callback, if entity is now, ठीक है. So let's do one thing. Institution, entity, medical institution. Let's create this entity, medical institution. Institution, medical institution. So I'm going to copy paste the entity, the table structure. I'm not going to write it from scratch. Content information. Okay. So this is the basically the table is a structure what we are going to use. So now as soon as you import it, we're gonna have institution ID. What is like this? Entity manager entity copy institution ID. No, what's the error? ID found boolean. Huh? What? Sorry. Institution ID. Institution ID. Institution ID. Aha, so just single equal because we want to assign, not compare. Okay, so this is just to here at the time of creation. First we will check if it is null, which it should be, then only we create. Otherwise we just return as it is, because there can be two type of operation. One is to create and one is to update. Let's create our controller, and if you go to the controller and create a new file, it should be medical institution controller. Medical institution controller. Change the font size and let's create controller. That's now Rust controller, and of course request mapping API medical institution. Okay, then of course we need a service here, तो उसके लिए सर्विस भी बनानी पड़ेगी. So go to your service folder and create a service called medical institution service. Okay, so let's create service first because we need service in our controller. So to create service, we have to annotate with service. Then we need private well repository dot medical institution, not you, medical institution repository, of course. Then we need error attributes, and we need a default error attributes. Okay, so we don't have I think what delete it. Then here we have to have two methods now. So one is update institution contact, and for that you need institution ID. Why this autocorrect is so bad? हद है यार, यूज ही नहीं कर सकते कुछ भी. इंस्टीट्यूशन ID UUID, हद है मतलब. contact information मोनो, अच्छा ये मोनो और फ्लक्स का यूज करते हैं. इफ यू डोंट नो अबाउट इट, व्हेन यू वांट टू रिटर्न अ सिंगल एंटिटी इट्स मोनो, एंड व्हेन यू वांट टू रिटर्न लाइक मल्टीपल लाइक एन एरे देन इट्स फ्लक्स. लाइक इसका एक बेसिक रूल है टू यूज इट. देन वी ओके, अभी वी नीड रिपोजिटरी, सो लेट्स क्रिएट रिपोजिटरी फर्स्ट यार, अदरवाइज ये विल कीप गेटिंग एरर्स. So it should be an interface, or it should be medical repository. No, medical institution institution repository. Medical institution repository. Okay, let's create the medical institution repository. This should be easy one. First annotate it with not retention repository. भाई हद है, हद ही गलत ऑटो कंप्लीशन देता है यार, वेरी अनोइंग. फिर मैं शायद बहुत ज़्यादा गलत टाइप करता हूँ मोस्ट, आई डोंट नो. Maybe I'm not using the AI feature of AI auto completion of IntelliJ IDEA. इसकी वजह से कोड बेस के हिसाब से मे बी नहीं मुझे सजेस्ट कर पा रहा है. कस्टम क्वेरी सर्च टू कॉन्टैक्ट इन्फॉर्मेशन फील्ड्स विद इन जेसन ब्लॉब. ठीक है, जेसन ब्लॉब के अंदर व्हेन यू वांट टू सर्च समथिंग ना, how to do that. So this is like custom query, which is a quite nice thing to learn. Query. So query, custom query लिखने के लिए use query annotation, then pass your query as a string. Select all from medical institution, the table where contact इंफॉर्मेशन. ये आपका जेसन ब्लॉब है जहाँ से आपको डेटा फैच करनी है, कंपेयर करना है या सेव है, क्योंकि ऐसे जेसन ब्लॉब डेटा सेव किया है ना ईमेल. ये मैं आपको दिखाता हूँ. अगर यू चेक द एंटिटीज, सो दिस इज बेसिकली जेसन ब्लॉब एंटिटी. contact information, that's why we are doing contact information, email. So JSON blob के अंदर how you can search और query ये वो है. So find by contact email string flux medical institution, of course. Yeah, here you can do mono as well. In this case, definitely like you will be getting only one record. So if you have only one record, you will be getting only one record. So it will not give you an error basically. So select all from again medical institution. Medical institution where license number equal to license number function find by license number, take as a string, return mono. आपको दोनों के एग्जांपल दिखा रहा हूँ, फ्लक्स का भी और मोनो का भी. ठीक है, सो ये हमारा हो गया कि फाइंड बाय कॉन्टैक्ट ईमेल, फाइंड बाय लाइसेंस नंबर. यहाँ तक ठीक है. नाउ लेट्स गो बैक टू द सर्विस. नाउ वी कैन इंपोर्ट इट. ठीक है, इंपोर्ट कर लिया. सो लेट्स राइट अ सर्विस जहाँ से हमने छोड़ा था. तो मोनो मेडिकल इंस्टीट्यूशन रिपोजिटरी फाइंड बाय what find by id, have institution id dot map institution map institution dot copy, and that copy contact information equal to new contact information, not copy, and updated at just the current timestamp, local date time dot now. After that flat map repository dot save dot date. ठीक है, ये मतलब the current iterator basically. Then we have create institution contact. We have to create institution, not contact, institution id but not id medical institution. The whole institution data basically we need to save now. The return of medical institution. then return repository dot find by license number. First we need to check कि already exist करता है कि नहीं. Return, ठीक है, flat map. Now we'll check flat map. If we found an existing record, throw an error. Okay, so mono dot error, illegal state exception, institution already exists with license. I'm not able to type properly. I don't know why. Institution का license number. ठीक है, अगर ऐसा नहीं है तो switch if empty. If no existing, let me stand up. So if no existing institution found, proceed with save. Okay, so repository dot save institution. ठीक है, ये हो गया. इसके अलावा नीचे we have to have a function की find by license number, repository dot find by license number as a service method. So function find institution by license number, medical institution, and return repository dot find by license number. That's all. Okay, so we are having our service. Now let's go to the controller. Okay, service class में maybe मैं font zoom करना भूल गया, so here you can see the font, code. ठीक है, this is the code. Now you can pause the video and you can copy it. Okay, let's go to the controller. So now if we try to write our controller which is responsible for handling requests, so if institution, then we need to have private server or service here. भाई बहुत ही गंदा ऑटो कंप्लीशन है, बहुत ही ज़्यादा गंदा, बिना AI यूज़ करे. I mean they are forcing me to buy AI का सब्सक्रिप्शन, they can give me better ऑटो कंप्लीशन मेडिकल सर्विस. और मे बी मैं टैब की जगह एंटर प्रेस कर देता हूँ, एक ये भी रीज़न हो सकता है, because I'm habitual to press enter not tab. Function create institution. मुझे इंस्टीट्यूशन स्पेलिंग लिखने में बहुत जोर आ रहा है क्योंकि बहुत बड़ा है. यूजुअली इतने बड़े बड़े वेरिएबल के नेम होते नहीं या फिर फंक्शन नेम, बट या रिक्वेस्ट बॉडी यू नीड टू गेट HTTP रिक्वेस्ट. उस रिक्वेस्ट के अंदर एक रिक्वेस्ट बॉडी होगी एंड इट शुड बी इंस्टीट्यूशन रिक्वेस्ट. ये हमको हमारे मॉडल से बनाना जो कि हमने बनाया नहीं है. लेट्स डू दिस. सो इंस्टीट्यूशन की जो रिक्वेस्ट होगी HTTP पोस्ट रिक्वेस्ट में जो इंस्टीट्यूशन के लिए डेटा हमारे पास आएगा, दैट डेटा शुड लुक लाइक दिस. डेटा क्लास इंस्टीट्यूशन रिक्वेस्ट, institution request, that should be institution name string, institution name, and then you can do institution type, well, address well, license number, or yeah, contact information, import it. Now continue with the controller. So create institution, take a request body, take institution body, then mono import, return a medical institution, not medical institution in this case because we have to handle error. So response entity of type any. Now okay, so well institution, medical institution, institution ID equals to null, institution name equals to request or institution name, type institution type, address request dot address, license number request dot license number, and then contact information request dot contact information. Come here, call the service dot create institution, then dot map over the institution, response entity dot okay dot body institution as any for now. Okay, on error resume, pick our error, then check the error. When error is illegal state exception, then return that error beautifully to the user. वो कैसे रिटर्न करना है, क्योंकि we are returning a response entity, so response entity dot status http pad request की जगह we will do conflict. Okay, then body map of error to e dot message, it should be as any. ठीक है, else mono dot just again response entity, अगर सब कुछ सही है तो status dot http status dot I mean अगर कुछ दूसरा इंटरनल सर्वर एरर है तो handle that this way dot wait, there is some problem, will not do autocomplete now, wait, mono dot just response entity dot status okay, body but here we'll do error to not this, and unexpected error has occurred. Fine, this way we can handle our controller. We can create another controller here with put mapping. And the root will be of course institution ID and contact, and then we have to have function update contact. We have to have path variable of institution ID, path variable institution ID, user ID, import the class, path variable, request body, contact info, contact information, return mono, just return medical institute as it is, and then return service dot update institution ID and contact info. The last controller method will be fetch a license number, like fetch institution by license number. So get mapping, for the get mapping, then we have license, then we have license number, and then function get institution by license number, path variable license number. This should be string, not long. That's it. Yeah, and it should return service dot find institution by license number and pass the license number. That's it. So that is our controller. Okay, so what else do we need? We need to update our application.yml file so we can run our database. I mean, we can connect to our database. So rename the file to YML, open it, delete the existing data, and I'm going to copy paste it. So use that as it is. I don't want to type it like from scratch, but this in my case, this is the database name, this is the port, this is the host, and this is the like basic JDBC URL. Password, like I'm running on a Docker instance, so you can do the same. And then yeah, this is a basic like celebration and the decelebration thing. So update your YML file like this, and if everything is okay, just try to run your application from here. If you can run it, I don't know. So if everything is fine, okay, we are running our application. So now use Postman to try, as I was trying to, like, let's do this data. I mean, okay, I think I have this data already in my DB. So let's first remove it, and this and this and this, and we can save, and then come here, then try to save it. Not found. What not found? 404 for what? 404 for API institutions. पहला ही 404 आ गया. Institutions. Restart the application and try again. An unexpected error has occurred. Wow. What is the error? By the error क्या आया? Are we missing something? Internal server error. Where SQL grammar? Where is the repository? Medical institution, license number, non-license number. So the number is string. Query, select from medical institution, email. License number, find institution by license number. Go to here, find my license number. First of all, check a repository better. It should be like having medical institutions, maybe. First of all, this should be this, because entities, institutions. पहले तो गलती वही थी कि हमने institution लिखा था, it should be institutions, plural, not singular. Maybe let's run a code again. Try one more time. Okay, we are okay to, like, we can create the record. So basically here is the JSON blob. इस पूरे वीडियो का मोटिव इस तरह का JSON blob सेव करना था हमारे डेटाबेस के अंदर, ठीक है. Now if you check your database, just refresh the table and you are having this contact information, a JSON blob, ठीक है. Like this was the motive. Now if you try to create another with the same license number, you should get an error. Institution already exists with the license number. Now if you try to get an institution, you will now first like get the license number from here, license number, and then it's like validation is nahi hai, of course, which you can apply by yourself. Okay, we get the institution. So this was basically how you can save a JSON data blob in your DB using Springboot Webflux directory programming with Kotlin or Java. So that's all for this video. If you like the video, you can stay tuned, because I'm going to create more such videos which are not very easy to find on YouTube or Udemy. And my new Udemy, like not new, yeah, all new Udemy course is already up on Udemy. You can check that as well. Okay, that's all. Thank you.